Hi, it's John at Brotherton-accountscom. Another quick video today just on how to set yourself up as a subcontractor on XERO. So if you're working within the construction industry scheme and you're a subcontractor and you just need to get your settings right so you can invoice how you want to show your invoices. And obviously there's implications if you're VAT registered because you've got to deal with the domestic reverse charge as well. So you know that's something we help a lot of people with, so you feel free to give us a bell on that if you need to. So just quickly in the settings, so if we were raising a sales invoice as a subcontractor to somebody in this construction industry scheme, we'd be filling in our template for our sales, and then you know we've only got sales there, we haven't got anything that's linked to CIS. So what we have to do is go into our settings, which are under our name here. So settings, and then you search for, looking for advanced settings there. And then here we've got financial settings. And then down here we've got construction industry scheme. And then you just need to make sure you tick this box on the registered subcontractor. Okay. And then subcontractor deduction rate, which you know we should know what we are. So if it's say 20%, we'll put that in for now. Okay, and then we can save that on the system. The other thing you just need to do, which is just worth mentioning while we're in settings, so settings, if you're VAT registered, you just need to make sure, if we go to advanced settings, we've got tax rates here. Now they've already been added into the system, but if you haven't added these domestic reverse charge rates into your VAT rates on your system, it will be sat up here, and there'll be an add box where it says add domestic reverse charge percentages, and all you do is click on the box and it'll just add them in for you. So that's if you're a subcontractor, CIS registered, working for a contractor who's VAT registered, and you're working on ongoing work, not on their work, say their building, and in that instance you would be doing the domestic reverse charge, and then they would become responsible for the VAT. But if you get all those settings right, then the invoice will read how it needs to read, and you can just send it straight out of your XERO, so it cuts out a lot of work for you. So if we just go back a stage now we've ticked those boxes, we can go in and raise an invoice to somebody. So if we click on here, we're raising a sales invoice to, and we'll just pick anybody here, so we'll pick that one. So we're raising it there, due date there, it might be labour. I mean, obviously you put in whatever detail you want to, and you can use your items as well. So it might be £1,000 that we're charging the customer. Now if you did that, and if we're saying we're VAT registered, that arguably isn't showing any deductions. So if now we've set the system up, we've now got this extra in, look, so within our revenue we've got this CIS labour income. So if we click on that, it will automatically do our deductions for us and show the deductions. Now if we weren't VAT registered, it would be a XERO rated yeah, that one there, sorry. So XERO rated. So there, for instance, there now, we're saying it's £1,000, we're not VAT registered, it's labour within the CIS construction industry, so we're showing to our customer the deduction that they need to make, and we can send that to them. Now if we are VAT registered, and they're VAT registered, and they're obviously it's within the construction industry scheme, we've got this now, domestic reverse charge at 20%, which effectively then takes the VAT off the invoice, still shows the deduction, and then they become responsible for the invoice. So if we ran it like that, we can just send it like that now, because within the invoice, if we just print that invoice now, I very often do this, you can print this and it opens up as a PDF, so you can just view how it looks before you send it. So there now, look, because we've applied the right codes, it's saying reverse charge applies to items marked with domestic reverse charge. Customers need to account for VAT on these items to HMRC at the rate shown. So you've got everything done exactly how you need to do it. So they're aware that it's on the domestic reverse charge that you are VAT registered, and they've got to account for the VAT on it, and you're also showing them the deductions. So it's a completely different to if you just run it on a standard sales nominal 200. You know, it wouldn't show any of the deductions, and potentially people get it wrong and they don't show the reverse charge element either. So hopefully that's been useful. It's, you know, a quick fix, but, you know, moving forward then everything becomes as it should be and makes your data a lot more, you know, gives everything clarity and makes sure everything's right. Okay, hopefully that's been useful anyway, and see you next time. Thanks, bye.